This is part 3 of a 5-part series on how long-term relationships with bullshitters can actually cause brain damage. We've already seen how dealing with sustained bullshit makes it hard to create a cohesive narrative, and the lack of cohesive narrative causes sustained emotional distress. We've talked about how sustained emotional distress leads to changes in the brain. And in this video, we're going to show how these brain changes lead to difficulties with executive function. Cognitive dissonance leads to executive function difficulties. We are in a long-term relationship with a bullshitter and cannot create a consistent narrative about who this person is and what is going on. We suffer from cognitive dissonance. This isn't just about feeling uncomfortable when our beliefs clash with new information. It's a deeper psychological phenomenon that can have a real impact on our brain's executive functions. So let's talk about the science behind it. Studies in cognitive psychology and neuroscience show that when we experience dissonance, our brain is in a state of conflict. This isn't just an abstract feeling, it's a tangible process where our prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for higher cognitive processes, is actively trying to resolve conflicting information. Executive functions include critical thinking, decision-making, planning, and problem solving. When our brain is preoccupied with resolving dissonance, these functions can take a hit. It's like running too many programs on your computer at the same time. Eventually, the whole system slows down. Number 1, reduced decision-making ability. Constantly juggling conflicting beliefs can impair our ability to make clear, rational decisions. Number 2, diminished concentration and focus. The mental tug-of-war consumes cognitive resources, making it harder to concentrate and focus on tasks at hand. Number 3, impaired problem-solving skills. Resolving cognitive dissonance requires mental energy, leaving less available for solving external problems effectively. Let's talk about the long-term effects. Prolonged cognitive dissonance isn't just a temporary mental discomfort. It can lead to long-term stress, which further impairs executive functioning. Chronic stress has been shown to affect areas of the brain involved in executive processing and emotional regulation. And there you have it. We have seen how dealing with a bullshitter in a long-term relationship leads to cognitive dissonance, which then leads to long-term fear and stress, which change the brain and lead to impairment of executive functioning.